And we're back. Problem solved. Thank you for bearing with us. Technical issue. So, yeah, why don't we go another track now?
Which one?
I don't know. We have any more track requests out there? Someone want to call a track? First one I see, we'll go to. We're at Kentucky.
We're at Kentucky.
Dover. Dover is the first track that I saw.
Driver?
Okay, how about a driver? Well, I got Kansas, yeah, but
Dover.
we got Dover.
Phoenix.
Hold on, I want a driver. Someone send me a driver. Come on. Hamlin. Wait, we already did Hamlin. Sorry, I can't do Hamlin. We did him at the beginning.
We started off
Do Carl. We got Carl. Let's do Carl.
Danica.
I don't want to go there yet. I think it's not ready for
We'll
that.
finish with Danica.
Dover?
That's Anthony's driver.
Dover?
Yeah, Dover. Go to Dover.
Do race?
See, I keep poking over Quest. What's your favorite?
No, I just don't have setups for these other tracks. And it bugs me.
You have to turn a lap. It's not a big deal. You just want to see the track.
I want to turn a lap. This is
You
racing.
have a setup for Dover, right?
Nope.
You have a setup for
No,
Dover?
I spent a lot of
Well, you
time.
have to go to Dover.
Nope. I have no idea what's going to happen here. All I know is if I touch that apron, it's over.
Want to do a track bar adjustment? Getting that request.
Yeah, so you want to make my adjustments for me? On Dover? Here, look.
You could make something.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the. Yeah, there's the garage screen.
Somebody tell me what to do. Tell me what they want to see.
Yeah, what do you want to see? I see track bar. What should we be adjusting?
Left or right?
I think with the delay, it's going to be almost impossible. But we'll just show you this this screen. These are all the adjustments you can make to your car when you're in simulation physics. You can set it up however you'd like. A few additional options, obviously, going down pit road.
I think it's gonna
All right, going back in.
Yeah.
Did you make any adjustments? Or you
I just changed the wedge.
There's a green flag. Carlo.
I don't really know what to expect. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Yes, you can adjust the setup offline practice, correct? You got an hour. You got an hour practice session to make any setup adjustments you want.
Yeah, but you can restart.
But you can restart, yeah.
That's what I do.
That's true. You can
Hours
restart.
is there if you want to kind of just limit yourself to an hour.
Well, again, you can do a custom qualify setup as well. So if you want to set it up just so you can run a couple of laps before the engine blows, then you can do it that way too.
I don't have Steve Tart to help me with my setup on this one.
We just showed the track bar. Somebody's asking about the track bar.
Well, it's delayed.
Maybe it's delayed. No, there's no in-race track bar. No, it's just in the
I
setup
get
screen.
wedge and tape and tires and fuel and all that stuff.
Stay low. Still there. All clear.
How is the qualifying process? Rounds are like old times. We got both. We got quick round and we've got the qualifying sessions as well.
Quick is just like 2 laps.
I've seen another question about sound. I understand we've seen the comments and we're going to look into sound if there's ways to improve it. Right now, this is the sound that's going out day one.
That's how it is. Wreck, restart.
There's a green flag.
Well, we've seen this track. We should go on the track. We don't have to do too much. We're going to show as many tracks as we can get in the next 5 minutes.
Phoenix? You said Phoenix?
Yeah.
You want to do Phoenix?
We'll do Phoenix.
India turn.
Career mode. I don't have a lot of time to discuss career mode. It's a pretty in-depth mode, but we do have a career mode. You create your driver, select your car manufacturer, get out on the track, get noticed. Start off with an unsponsored car. Once you get noticed, you'll be offered a sponsor, and then you've just got to build your race team from the ground up until you can win a championship. You'll have the option of setting your secondary sponsors and earn payouts based on how well you do based on those secondary sponsors. It's pretty tough. We got some Danica requests. That's your driver.
All right,
That's Anthony's driver. He uses Danica, so
The race
you
is
get
going
Danica
green.
in too.
There's a green
All right,
flag.
That's Phoenix.
Have you released the official roster, Matt? The roster? I thought we did. No?
So,
There was a question about the driver roster. I thought that we already had done that, but I'll double check with our team and we'll get that out soon.
This
that
is
roster's
a-
finalized.
this is a perfect example of why practice is important because the handling on this car is just horrendous.
Car low.
For you.
It's just, it's... They're gonna think
Random tire mechanical failures. I mean, basically, if that's the question about will the AI cause wrecks or have problems, yes. If it's your car, there aren't going to be random tire engine failures. If you don't drive well, you might have an engine failure. If you run into a wall too much, you might lose your engine, that kind of thing. But the game is 1080p on both consoles. Yes, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Can't do so. It's so bad.
I know, we get it. You didn't have time. What Anthony's asking for is to not base his driving on this setup. We get it. This is not your setup. No problem. Yes, steering wheels are supported. Logitech and Thrustmaster.
I wish I had a steering wheel right now.
We don't have burnout celebrations at the end of the race. No. No. Once you finish the race, we give you the leaderboard screens and that's it. The AI is definitely not on rails. We have no AI lines to speak of. There are no rails. That was one of the things we wanted to change the most.
Get set. The race is going green. There's a green flag.
I'm at Indy. Yeah. I didn't hear a request, so I just kind of went to the place. What?
Still
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, we support the Elite controller, Microsoft Elite controller.
Still there. All clear.
Is there an option to turn down the graphics on PC? Yeah, you can set the resolution that you want to play at on PC.
I have no idea if you... Ooh, Danica.
There's trouble in turn 4. 20 to go. Clear high.
No, that's okay.
Still there.
See, I could just like touch that apron
Still
and
there.
it's done.
All
I don't
clear.
want to.
Clear high.
Brad should be here any minute now, so just hang on.
Truex is just doing his thing.
Still there.
Show a replay, but you have to finish the race.
Yeah,
All
I've
clear.
finished.
He's got it set to 21 laps, so we can't. Probably won't have time to show any replays.
Still there.
Sorry. Sorry, Paul. Do another track?
Yeah, we can do another track.
Till Brad gets here?
Should be here any second.
Daytona... Charlotte?
Custom cars, yeah, totally understood. We wanted to get a what's the word I'm looking for?
For what?
For paint, a paint kit. Jeez, I'm losing my mind. We wanted to get a paint kit in the game. We just didn't quite have the time to get it to where we wanted it to be, so it's definitely something on our radar, and again, we'll be releasing
Race is going green.
our future plans when we have them finalized. We know that that's something that everybody wants. I'm seeing a stability question online. Well, this was in the blog this week as well, but we are no longer a peer-to-peer online racing game. This is a server-based online racing game. So the experience is going to be much better than in NASCAR games the past couple of years.
Still
Meaning
there.
if, because it was peer-to-peer before, if the host quit the session, obviously the session would go away, or if somebody had a bad connection, everybody was affected. Well, now it's all based on the server, so those days are behind us now. Finally, it was one of the big things that we tried to solve going forward for NASCAR Heat Evolution.
Get set. The race is going green. There's the green flag. Carlo.
You see fuel entirely.
Oh, yeah.
You have to go into race settings for that.
So right now I have it set on 2 times wear. But during practice, we set to 4. You get a pretty good indication of what your setup's going to look like
Still there.
after about 10 laps.
You're all clear.
Longer one.
Carlo.
See.
You ready?
You good?
1 minute, you said? Okay, well, we got about a minute left before Brad comes in, so we're going to start wrapping things up. Just to repeat that this game's going to be available on September 13th for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC on Steam. We love it. We hope you love it too. We're looking forward to racing with you guys. Hopefully, we'll see you soon. But right now, we're gonna.
Oh, all right.
We'll keep racing now, but we're gonna
Should I race this, Brad?
end our part of the show, and Brad will be in here in just a minute. So hang on.
Should I race this, Brad? I'll race.
Get set. The race is going green. There's the green flag.
Anything, just let me know for setups or.
All right, so I think I'm unmuted. Live and on the air. Hey, there we are. Hello. Cameras pointed at us. Hey, race fans, NASCAR fans.
Yeah, welcome to Duesenberry Martin Racing. Here with Brad Keselowski, the 2012 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion. I'm Matt Duesenberry, and we're here to play some NASCAR Heat Evolution.
Cool. What do we got loaded up?
So we got Michigan single race. I think you're going to start from the back and see if you can pick your way through the field.
Gosh, it's going to be tough. Michigan's my home track. Should be fun. Let's do it. Oh. Load it up here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I got to start all the way in the
Awesome,
back.
yeah.
All right, bring the heat.
There's the green flag.
You switch with X if you want your out of car.
Oh yeah, there we go. I like. There's all kinds of different views. You can, of course, drive from inside the car. You can drive from on the roof. You can drive from way back here, which I like, so I can block and run people off the racetrack every once in a while.
Absolutely.
Not that I would ever do that.
So one of the coolest things about NASCAR Heat Evolution is the adaptive artificial intelligence. So if you're a Sprint Cup Series champion like Brad and can put down some serious speed points, the field's going to be really hard for you to pick through. As you see Brad hanging out here in 40th on lap 1.
Oh, there we go. Big outside move. Gonna get a big draft down the straightaway. Ooh, off the wall, gets the other wall.
Nice.
Got to really thread the needle.
So right about here at Michigan, are you trying to be in the draft, or do you want to get
Yes.
out of the 30
Oh, we're definitely trying not to be in the wall like I am. But you definitely want to be in the draft at Michigan. It's huge. It's about 5 to 10 mile an hour on the straightaway. So now I got to try to catch back up. Well, that didn't take long. Screw this up. It is really tough.
Absolutely. So what we've tried to do with NASCAR Heat is really encompass all the aspects of the racetrack within the game. So if you were to practice on Friday morning, the sun would be in a different setting and the track would feel a different way. Now you're mid-afternoon on a Sunday, so
It's a beautiful sky. The graphics in general are really awesome. So good job. Alright, so I gotta get the apex just right. So I gotta hit the bottom of the track, the groove. You can see the shading in the groove, so that tells you kind of where you're supposed to be. And I use reference marks like that when I'm in the car for real too, because the grooves on a racetrack are so important. That's where the track has the grip. And the easiest way to tell them is they're dark. That's pretty universal with
Absolutely. So I know you've been involved in some online leagues before, and we just announced this week that we have 40-person multiplayer in NASCAR for the first time. So do you think some of your...
Yeah, I just KO'd the field right there.
Yeah.
My bad.
Paul's not going to be happy.
Yeah, I will definitely be kicked out of the 40-car league if I do that. Ooh, I got pretty big damage. It wasn't my fault, I swear, guys.
That might be a restart or a track switch right there.
So, the thing that says arrow on the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and take a guess that that's bad.
Yeah, that's pretty much your arrow's done. So, I don't think you're making minimum speed right now.
Yeah, that's usually what happens when you hit the wall really hard. My engine's broke. Sorry, guys, I wrecked your car. At least when this car does have my foundation on the back of it.
Absolutely, yeah. Checker Flag Foundation, you've done some really cool stuff with that charity and specifically in the Michigan area as well.
That's pretty neat, yeah, thank you. One of the other things that I know a lot of my race fans ask, if I'm going to totally park this car, is you see how it says Brad K and Checker Flag Foundation on it. A lot of my fans ask, can you get it where it says Miller Lite? And yeah, that is something that with the age gate you can get, right, Matt?
Absolutely, yeah. So we're really excited to partner with Miller Lite for the second consecutive year and deliver the actual Miller Lite paint schemes that Brad drives on track on Sundays. And it's something that's exclusive to Miller Lite, so those are the only beer cars you're going to get in the game. And you have to be 21 or older and enter your age through an age verification wall, and then you can really race your real paint scheme.
That's cool.
And that'll be available for DLC after the launch.
Neat. This is really cool. So the restart the race function has pictures, and there's pictures all throughout the game. In case you're wondering, these are real people. I know that official.
And you've probably seen that look before.
Yes, I have seen that look before. That's not the look you want to get. So I can tell you that part is very authentic. I know they're real official.
Yeah, absolutely.
That guy's name is Norm, for those that are wondering.
Norman's got a whole new fan.
Norman's got a whole new fan file, yeah. I saw you on Twitch.
So with the game and with like lift points at Michigan, are you pretty much lifting at the same spots, or are there
Real similar, yeah, absolutely. Of course, I'm struggling to keep up with these guys because they're really good. I'm gonna get a little draft here, but yeah, I think a lot of the same tendencies are certainly there. It's my
Oh wow!
hey,
I think you just wrecked your own
I
car.
did definitely just wreck my own guy. So that's Tyler Reddick, who drives for the truck series. He just that's my main.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tyler, if you're watching.
Tyler drives the Cooper Standard car, which is based really close to Michigan Speedway, and there's always a big group of people that come out, and it's fantastic to see them when they come to Michigan races.
I gotta beat a few of these guys here. I can do it without wrecking them. So you see how the car it goes left and right real easy. That's because it's in simulation mode, so that's where it's harder to drive, it has less stability. There's normal mode, and there's adaptive AI, all stuff to make it to where with your experience and talent level, you don't do things like what I'm doing right now, which is wreck a lot. There goes another engine arrow warning.
Absolutely. I know you were playing a build last night, and within the last week, we've actually added the new Kentucky track with the surface and the progressive banking, and you've obviously had a ton of success there this year.
It's been a really good track for me. I want to try a different track.
Absolutely.
Michigan is definitely not my best track. Let's try, first off, I'm going to go to race settings. Let's go through some of the screens. So here you can see why it's so difficult, because everybody's turned up really high. So I'm going to
crank them down a little bit.
I'm going to crank them down a little bit so we can get a better feel for that part. Tire wear, fuel consumption. These are some of the screens. Of course, you see the flag screen, so you can turn off yellow flags. You can have black flags, all flags. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, there's a lot of customization options. So we
race length. So some people out there are going to want to run 400 or 500 laps at Bristol. Most people are not. So this gives you the ability to do that. You can see you can change your tire wear. These are really neat features. I'm going to go ahead and save them. And let's see, what else can we do? We can cycle events. So here's Michigan. You can have the Firekeeper 400, which is the spring race, and the Pure Michigan 400, which is the fall race. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, and you can go day to night, like at Bristol. The spring race is day, night race is night.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So let's go check that out. Yeah. Bristol's the next race on the schedule, by the way. So yeah, Food City 500 or the Bass Pro Shops 500. Food City 500 is day. NRA night race is, of course, the night race. Bass Pro Shops. That's pretty cool.
Are you excited to get back to Bristol next week?
Yes. With the points lead, things are good. Oh, and you can change drivers, so there's me, of course. You got Matt Kansas, Ben Kennedy, Casey Kane. I'm sure there's people who want to know what drivers you can be.
Yeah, so we've incorporated the charter teams into the game, and then there are also some bonus drivers as well, like the BKR drivers, Daniel Hemrick and Tyler Reddick are a few.
Ben Kennedy's in here.
Absolutely, Matt Tibbs.
Chris Busher, he won last week in Pocono. Ryan Blaney. He's good. Ryan Blaney's looking very...
Absolutely. Staring into the distance.
Yes, yeah. Good pictures, great graphics.
Yeah, what we really want to do with NASCAR Heat is incorporate the drivers into the game. And this is really the beginning of what we're trying to do to incorporate personalities and really all the things that NASCAR fans love to see.
Danica's in there, you go. Be a lot of people that probably play as her. Let's see. Oh, there's my teammate Joey. He's always smiling. There we go. So there's that screen. See what else is there to look at.
Yeah, so these are the different modes of the game. There's quick race mode, which can get you in and start your racing really fast. Challenges, one of your favorite parts of the game.
Yes, I love challenges. Let's go check that out right here. Here's some more modes you can see: light damage, full damage. I'm gonna go with light damage because I wreck a lot, as you can probably tell. Different modes, of course, you can go through. Let's save that real quick. Simulation physics, normal physics, automatic transmission, manual transmission. I'm gonna save that real quick. And let's go check out the challenges, because this, like you said, Matt, is my favorite feature.
Yeah, so these are little mini scenarios, and it looks like we got one. I think looks like
Here we go. Hey, the first one's me. So this is 5 laps to go at Auto Speedway, notorious for fast 3 and 4 wide racing. See if you can thread the needle through the pack like I did and make it to the front. So what this is talking about is this is an actual moment that happened in a race, which is why it's called challenge and one of my favorite things. Mm-hmm. With about 5 laps to go, I pitted at Auto Club Speedway and restarted way in the back and drove to the front and won the race in 5 laps. It was a pretty cool moment for me personally. So as part of challenges, you can relive like real race moments. So this is the first one that comes up. And when you win them, you unlock other ones. So let's try it. This one's at California.
Right.
After we get done with this one, we'll have to go check out this one.
Get set. The race is going
See if you can repeat your success.
So back in 25th,
Yeah.
turn my mirror on.
You dove pretty low in the one and then got a quick caution.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Stay low. Still there.
Tight.
Oh, I gotta pass these guys as quick as I can. I don't have very many laps.
Of course, you want to be up behind these guys to get the draft. But on the other side, you can't get blocked in or you'll never pass
Still
them.
there.
So that's why you got to hold them tight.
Oh, yeah.
Use a little bit of the apron down here. Oh, but not too much because it pushes.
How much more grip is there on the apron when you're trying to?
You know, some tracks like California, you can run the apron really well there. And some tracks like Bristol, you cannot run the apron. So each track is just a little bit different.
All clear.
That's one of the things that makes NASCAR racing so difficult. I know a lot of people think, well, it's just an oval. But the grip and the groove, every track is a little different. Preferred lane changes all the time. Really difficult. I'm going to get in line here, get a little bit of draft, and then go out to pass here on the bottom.
Still there.
Try to stay right up against this apron here. Use it just a little bit. Oh, that was perfect.
Still there.
Execution right
All
there.
clear.
All right. I hope I got Dale Jr. and Kyle Busch. I got 2 laps to pass them starting now. This will be good. 3 laps to pass.
So another really cool feature of this game is career mode for people that really want to go in depth. And you start out with an underfunded car. You have to finish in the top 30 twice to get noticed by a sponsor. And then from there you get some funding and there's a resource management component. So for those people that really want to get in depth and start their career like you did, really scrapping and make their start.
It's tough, yeah.
Try to replicate that.
As you can tell, I have wrecked out a bunch in this game. So you can imagine finishing 30th can be very difficult.
It's nice to have that reset button.
It is really nice.
Yeah.
What also is really nice is when you wreck, it doesn't feel like someone just hit you with a bag of hammers. Oh, there we go. Inside move.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I
There
don't know
we
if he's
go.
going to be happy with that. That was a little bit. He pushed him up.
I definitely gave him just like a small brush.
You'd expect that from him as well.
Yeah, it's racing, man. There's definitely a Kyle Busch fan right now watching. He's not very happy. See if I can drive away from him. He's actually keeping up pretty good. So that was what, 25th to the lead, 3 laps.
Yeah.
1 lap to go here. He's got to hold the lead.
Last
So
lap.
Brad challenged himself virtually and is 1 lap away from beating that challenge.
Now that you put it that way,
Yeah.
the graphics are pretty awesome. The shadows are really neat.
Absolutely. That's something we really focus on is doing NASCAR right from an authenticity standpoint and really replicating the feel of someone that goes to the racetrack wanting to race and feel like the same experience they have when they're there.
Yeah, all but the 110-degree heat of standing outside. Here we go.
Nice.
First win.
Keselowski for the win.
Great job.
Put up the W.
That's
And you
huge.
can see here challenge rating. Explain challenge rating, Matt.
So challenge rating, it basically is grading you on how you're doing the challenge, and it will adjust the challenge AI settings going forward.
So the next time I play this challenge, it'll be more difficult.
Exactly. So yeah, it knows you're pretty good.
All right. You beat the challenge and been awarded a video. Let's see what kind of awards you get. Car challenge. Let's see the video.
Yeah, so we have these videos.
California, you drive
basically
across the start-finish
explain
line,
to the
headed down
fans
into
what a
turn
lap
1,
around the track.
205,
So,
210
right now,
miles an hour.
around the track and giving
They've
you
got that
the
TRD radar
line.
trap
Take
up
that
there.
knowledge
Try not to
and
look at that.
down
And as you
the
drive
road.
down
Wow,
into
that's
turn
great.
1,
That's great.
you have to decide which lane you're going to run. You can run right up by the fence,
Yeah,
which
he's
is a lot
very
smoother
animated
and
with
sometimes
his-
faster. You run down the bottom.
I
It's a
can
shorter
really
distance,
tell
but there are a
we're
lot of
going
bumps.
here, we're going
As you
there.
unwind the
Yeah,
wheel
yeah,
and push the
yeah.
throttle down
No.
off at turn 2,
Yeah, I think you just
there are a
turned
set of
turn one
bumps
left.
right there
And
before
the
you
race
get to the
starts
wall.
bouncing a
The
little
car
bit.
really shakes
And-
loose.
Oh,
It's
it
a-
got
It's
loose.
a tough
Yeah.
corner.
And that's what happened.
And then you scream down the back straightaway
Yeah,
into
one
turn
question
3.
we had, he
And turn
holds
3
the wheel
presents
like this,
a number of
right?
options.
He does,
You can run
yeah.
as low as the apron on turn 3. You can run across
He
that
might
white
try
line.
that way.
The banking goes away, but sometimes there's some grip down there.
That way.
You can run up by the fence. But the biggest thing to remember coming out of turns 3 and 4 is that the straightaway
Nice explanation.
isn't a straightaway. It
Yeah.
opens
He
up to a
gets
big
thoroughness in
curved
detail.
front stretch. So you can get the throttle a little.
All right, let's go on to the next one. So we've completed that challenge. And let's see. Let's go check out that Bristol race.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we can get a better feel for the graphics.
Yeah, so Bristol, I don't know if you raced that in the last build that we gave you, but this is another track that we recently updated. So
Oh,
this
cool.
is new for everybody to see as
Yeah.
well.
So again, there's a day race, Weed City 500, night race.
We got Colossus built. It's just as hard.
Oh, wow.
It's just as hard to build virtually as it is in real life. A little less expensive, but
So you got a practice session. We can skip that because we want to go qualify.
Go, 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 go.
So here we go, qualifying. Pull off a pit road. A little smoke there.
Load up the tires.
Right onto the racetrack.
Yep.
You can see again, there's all that black on the track.
Definitely. You're tight here.
Oh, there we go. Got to run right up against the top. Oh, pushing. There we go. And keep on the brake. On the work. Yes. Oh, I still got the wall.
I found the diamond really works here with a lift at the exit to set you straight and then power off.
Now, this is actually a really difficult track to qualify at in real life too. So.
What's the mentality going into qualifying at Bristol? Are you just super aggressive trying to attack the track?
Super aggressive at Bristol. Whether it's racing, qualifying, doesn't matter. Here we go. I think it's simply a better lap. Oh, where'd I go? Currently first.
And then you.
All right, so I have
You're
time.
in the wrong pit lane.
Session time, 19 minutes. It's good.
Yeah, so this is simulating a full qualifying session. So you would have 3
yeah.
rounds if you wanted to go through.
Let's go ahead and
Either way.
we'll sim the AI results. My position might
Nice.
change.
And you just saved everyone 18 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. Good deal. So where did I end up? Up in the front. That's what we like. So there's a second round. So second round qualifying.
Go, go,
See
go,
what
go, go,
happens
go.
here. I haven't played all 3 rounds of qualifying. This is new for me. I like that feature. So it's just like a real race weekend.
Exactly.
So let's see if we can do a better job in this round. Even though we transferred, we still want to keep getting better. That's really important for qualifying. Oh, just barely missed it. That's going to cost me.
So with Bristol, do you ever see the massive Coliseum when you're racing, or are you pretty much focused on that line right ahead of you?
Yeah, it's really hard to see anything but the track because of the way you're shaped and the way the banking is. 1770, big diamond down the track. So diamond in the track is when you enter it kind of low, push up in the middle, and then turn down on exit. Like, see, I'm going to turn down right here. Just a little bit, not too much. Barely missed the wall.
Nice.
Oh, and that's not diamond in the track. That's hitting the wall.
Yeah, you're really finessing this thing, braking on exit a little bit and getting the car to turn whenever you need to.
Here we go. This might be. No. So let's see where that carries us. Stop the car. Sim AI results. 1771. Oh, just barely moved forward. It's good. Last round. Can we finish it off
Go,
with
go,
a
go,
pole?
go, go, go.
This is fun.
Yeah.
I didn't know I'd get to qualify, and that the rounds were exactly like qualifying. All right, we got to beat that 1771 we ran before.
Do you enjoy qualifying, or are you more interested in your traffic management?
Oh.
Think of the race.
You know, I think it's easiest way to explain it is people ask me that all the time. I think it's the difference between, like, if you're a card player, if you like poker versus if you like solitaire. You know, qualifying is kind of like you play the track. Kind of like in solitaire, you play the cards. And then racing is a lot like poker, where you play the competition.
Right.
It doesn't always matter what cards you have. It's about how well you can play them. So it's completely different. 1763, yeah! We can end on that note. Big cloud of smoke. The crowd's gonna cheer. Life is good.
Number 1.
All right. So now we're gonna go to the race. Oh, and it
There we go.
changed. Look how it's dark now.
Yeah, we're in nighttime now. It's not
Get
Friday.
ready, get ready.
There's
Here we
the
go, green
All
flag.
right. Clear high.
Crowd's full, jam-packed.
This is cool. I love the graphics at night. I always like racetracks at night.
Yeah, we've really focused on the lighting model with this game, and you know, as you race those tracks at the sun really affects you. Like Phoenix in turn one stands out.
Oh, really?
So
So you have Phoenix.
Yeah,
That's
great.
great.
There, the sun's setting right at the the start to midsection of the race, just like in real life. And it's a big part of the sport is the when you run the races and how it affects your cars.
Absolutely. Woo! It's 1818, so we gotta get back and run that 1760s.
Hey, you're just pacing the field right now. You're pulling away.
Oh, too high on the racetrack. Gotta get that line right. Oh, just moves. Closer you are to the wall, the faster you're gonna go.
That close to danger.
Yeah, that's the limits, man. You gotta find the limit of your race.
That was a great lap.
There's another 1760. Ooh, that was a good one too.
I'm really excited for Bristol next week. That Wednesday night truck race is one of my favorite races to watch. of the
Mine
year.
too.
It's a midweek.
1750, look at that. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna catch lap traffic here pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be able to run the fast lap times.
See your traffic management skills here.
It's a big part of racing. Even if you are the best car, you still gotta pass lap traffic.
How far ahead are you really? Do you really plan your move at Bristol? Because I know if you dive low, you really are giving up a lot of momentum and it can hurt you in a close spot.
You know, Bristol is a very easy place to, I think, make a bad move in
Clear
traffic.
low.
Because you have to be thinking a corner ahead, but your actual decision to make a move is split second, and it's right when you get to the corner.
Right.
All clear.
That's something we really worked hard on in this game is to really improve the AI and what they're, how they function, how they interact and race with you. And,
Yeah, I like how the AI in this game races each other.
Mhm.
Like they don't just race you.
Right, and they'll go for it. They're all trying to go for the win as well.
I'm just pushing them through the
Still
corner.
there.
Sorry, double A. Oh, look at that.
Clear high.
Split the middle.
Oh, man.
Stay high.
Oh, he's straightening back out.
Yeah.
It's all good. We're all good.
You're still not making many friends.
No. My video game personality is not too much different than my car personality. We want to win.
You gotta go for it.
Gotta go for it, man. Oh, B Scott.
Look at this.
Hey, you gotta run. I don't know
Yeah.
how close behind me in second place
You're gonna need to talk to them too about aggressive driving here.
I really want to lap second place. That's my goal here.
65 laps is a pretty
Still
good.
there.
You set the
All
race
clear.
length pretty good.
It's an ambitious goal. Oh, Brian Scott's mad at me. Oh, he took a swipe at me. Wow, come on, Brian.
All clear.
We can all be friends.
You knew that was coming back.
There's trouble in turn 2. All clear.
13 laps in. So about to lap the 21st place car. Got a little bit clear track here, so.
Oh, heads up. Need some spotter help there from Joey.
I did. So the goal here is to run like 1750s and 60s. My fast lap is at 1770.
So this traffic's costing you about 2/10.
Yeah. Traffic. Alright, here we go. We're gonna try and run another 1750.
So what do you think as a NASCAR fan will be, having someone who's played the game? Not a lot of our fans have had the chance to play the game yet. They will on September 13th when it launches in all major mass market retailers, and you can pre-order the game now at NASCARHeat.com. But just having played it for a few hours, what are like the top takeaways for you?
Oh, I love the challenges.
Mhm,
I don't know how to say it anymore.
Yeah.
The challenges are fun for me because they're short and quick. Obviously, this is a full race. You can see it's a little bit longer. And you can adjust the race length to make it, as long or short as you want. But challenges are fun to me because, when I was a little kid, it was always my brother and I fighting over the video games. And so, since he was bigger, he tended to win those battles. Oh, we got great. Sorry, I was talking.
Clear low.
But he tended to win those battles, so it was always like my mom would have to step in and it'd be like, all right, you can play for 5 minutes and he can play for 10 minutes and you kids behave. And so we always found ourselves doing things to where we would challenge each other.
Clear high.
Like you go run the fastest lap you can at whatever track, and then I'll go try and beat it. And so we would do things like that. And so to me, I always like that about video games. I like challenging friends, challenging myself.
Clear low.
And the great thing about challenges is you can play those by yourself. You can play those with friends and go back and forth. I think that's really neat.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's, we really try to deliver something for everyone with this game, with all the different modes. So for that person that really wants to run a 500 lap race at Bristol,
I want to meet you, whoever that
Hold your line.
is. Either way, it is cool. There's something for everyone, like I said.
You're all clear.
no doubt.
Is that Matt up ahead? I think so. We got a shot at lapping the field,
So
guys.
you're double lapping Eric here.
Still
I'm
there.
gonna lap
Clear
field.
low.
Yeah, so what we really tried to do was, with the two different modes of the game, I believe you're racing normal mode now, or are you on
Yep, I'm
stock?
on normal mode because I don't know if you remember at the start of this clip, I was wrecking a lot and we ran out of race cars.
Exactly. So we ship the game with normal mode so that you as a gamer can get to know the feel of the car, and basically it's a little bit more forgiving with the way you can hit other cars or hit the wall. It's not going to cost you a race or cost you that much damage. But for those like myself who are hardcore sim racers and absolutely love getting it as real as possible with sim, if you clip the apron, if you touch the wall, if you touch another car, it's pretty much going to cost you the race.
Yeah.
As you know, there's a lot of ways to lose a race, and it's really hard to win one. So
Yes.
I think that both hardcore sim fans and a new audience that wants to try out NASCAR and learn the rules and learn the sport can both have fun with the game.
I can have fun. I mean, there's always a new challenge. I'm 25 laps in, and my challenge right now is to lap
Car low.
So you're halfway there. Oh, fifth. Okay.
So this is fifth I'm lapping.
All clear.
Kenseth is fourth. I don't know who's second. Must be Kyle. Is
Yeah.
that Kyle
Clear
there?
high.
Kyle's up there. Yeah, Kyle's P3. It looks like.
Still
Oh, I haven't
there.
seen this Logano.
Clear high.
Oh, he's up there.
Yeah, Logano was
Around his
second.
tip.
Oh, yeah. Out
Still
Tyler,
there. All
out.
clear.
Just gotta get that right arc and diamond to not hit the wall there. And that's how Bristol really is. Every lap is like, oh, I'm gonna hit the wall. Just barely missed it.
Do you have to ease your way into that when you first get to the track?
Yes, it's so difficult to do because, of course, if you brush the wall for real at the track, you got a lot of work to do and you just made your car slow. My teammate.
Yeah,
Come on, Joey.
third. He's fast.
Oh, there we go. Gained a bunch right there.
You got a pick set for you.
Ah, he's going to use it, so I'm going to have to take the top. All right, here comes the crossover.
All right, the captain's watching here. So.
Oh, no, no!
All clear.
I give him a little rub.
Oh man!
It's okay, Joey, we love you.
About 300 guys in Mooresville just got pretty upset.
Yeah, but a whole bunch of fans in the stands are pretty happy right now.
All clear.
Hope Joey doesn't throw a helmet at me. So yeah, this is fun.
You're all clear.
1750 fast lap. Looks like I'm gonna win.
Yep, absolutely.
That's Bristol. So we saw the difference between day and night at Bristol. What else did we show them, Matt?
Yeah, we showed them Michigan. We showed them challenges. Some of the other features you can check out when you get the game on September 13th, or career mode and
You want to go show them career mode real quick?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, let's go do that.
You can show them how it's
We can
done.
concede I was gonna win this race, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll give that to you.
All right. So let's go ahead and exit the race. Norm's mad at me again. So we'll back out of the whole weekend, confirm leaving the track. Oh, one of the things I really like about the game, by the way, load screens. Really fast load screens. I remember being a little kid playing video games and it took forever to load them and it drove me crazy. You don't have that problem at all in this.
Yeah, we really worked on speeding that up and getting someone the disc in the tray and on the track as fast as possible.
That's really cool. So here's the seasons you can pick from. Explain this to everybody, Matt.
Yeah, so this is the championship season mode, and you can basically do a little mini season with a various number of tracks. You can run
6
a chase.
tracks, 12 tracks, 23. You can just do the chase?
Yeah, you can just do the chase.
Oh, wow.
So this is when you do this, you can pick your driver, and then you have a fully funded team and everything, so you can go compete right off the bat. And
Okay.
then so
And
that's
regulation is the
the full season.
Oh, okay.
So if you really want to run your way from Daytona to Homestead, you can do that.
Great.
And then if you back out,
So you can view the schedule here with the X button, yeah.
exactly.
If I back out, we can go look at career
Career.
mode. So that was championship mode.
We'll reset the career.
We'll reset. So
Start from the bottom.
Start from the bottom. Now we're here.
Yeah, so you'll be able to start, and one of the coolest things is creating your own character. See, if you really want to put work into this,
wow.
yeah, we got a Ford, we got some available numbers. You can choose your gender, and then really how you look. So you can make someone look pretty ridiculous, or try to look exactly like
I'm going to
you.
be 8 for junior.
Okay.
There's a male and a female. That's good. And let's see. Style. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's a good look.
That one there is actually kind of close to my hair. We won't talk about what driver that looks like.
Oh man.
These are pretty neat. Yeah. Let's go with that right there. Kind of
Nice.
like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Color you can have red hair, black blonde, head shape.
Big head, small head.
Yeah, there we go. I like that. You have facial hair. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. What do you call that?
It's a modified goatee, I would say.
That guy, I like that right there. So this would be me. I'll be driver number 8 for junior.
It's clean. So this is your team manager, and he's actually Dave Alpern, the president of Joe
Oh,
Gibbs
wow.
Racing. Is,
So that's another
team
real
manager.
person.
Yeah, another real person we've integrated into the game.
We're a brand new team and could use some money. The first thing we do is get a sponsor.
Ooh,
I know that feeling.
I've heard that before.
So you got to finish in the top 30.
Yeah, so we'll do
Let's
the
see.
first race. So now you're like mid-season, the season before you'd really want to start your full season. So you got you got a shot.
Oh, and here's my car with no sponsor. So we got to get a sponsor.
You got to get a sponsor, so you got to get on track and perform.
All right, we got to finish 30th or better.
30th or better, and you'll notice the handling of your car is different than the challenges or the quick racing. You don't have the engineering power that you do.
Okay, so I got 5 laps. Need to finish 30th or better.
Exactly.
This
So-
is going to be tough.
Yeah, so we're going to do this one race, and then we're going to be joined by some of our friends, our YouTube friends, who are going to continue the Twitch stream after Brad sees if he can make it in a career in NASCAR. We'll see.
This is going to be tough. Driving an unsponsored white Ford. All right, here we go. We're going to start making moves.
Still there?
Sorry, guy, I'm racing for my life.
Yep.
Oh, come on, babe. Come on. Dude, I can feel the intensity.
The struggle is real with this car. It's tighter. You don't have the horsepower down the straightaways,
Still
so
there?
in career mode, you really have to think your moves through a lot more because you're not going to be able to pick up the throttle and have that momentum with a fast car.
It really is. It's one of the big myths in racing is that stock car racing, all the cars are the same. I can tell you they are not. So I'm 36. I got 3 more laps to pass 6 cars, right?
Yep.
Trying to keep my dream alive.
Stay
There we
low.
go.
Still there? All clear.
Making a little bit of move. Give me a little break here. 3, 4 cars. I gotta pass.
Yeah, it's go time. Sponsors are watching.
Still there?
Give Jamie a little.
All clear.
Thanks, bud.
It's go time.
All clear.
Gonna put Brad on the table. Oh, AJ's running me all over here.
Hey. So it's
Cross him over right here.
Still
And
there?
I straightened him back out
man.
though. Look at that.
I don't know about that.
Oh, somebody else did
Oh.
that. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Okay, so we're 31st. Making the pass for 30th.
30th. So do you go into defense here, or are you going to get all you can
No,
get?
I think you play offense. You never know. I mean, AJ might still be out there lurking.
All right.
Yeah.
All clear.
Not that, but I should be able to get. I think I can get up to 25. Okay, maybe not 25. I'm gonna make a crossover again.
Yeah.
Here, right into 3 and. Ooh. Oh.
Still
Oh,
there.
yeah, you lost some momentum, Larson, looking outside.
Oh, I'm gonna block that. Oh, here comes Kurt on the inside. See him in the mirror? Let's block that.
Work those lines.
Trauma in the closing laps of Kansas.
1 to go, half a lap.
Still there.
There we go. Prove it to my team. I belong.
All clear.
Getting a little draft again. All right, let's see if we can get underneath Landon here.
Still there.
Off of turn 4 for the final time.
We might get up to 26.
Still there.
I'm gonna lean on here a little bit.
P26.
Oh, there we go.
Wow. And a huge finish at the line. That was quite the way to go out.
That's funny. So I got 23,000, and I improved the speed
23
rating.
speed points, yeah. So
Yeah.
you did a great job there. And then in career mode, you move on to your next race, try to do it again, and then you get a sponsor if you perform and go on to build your career.
That's how it goes. So
Keep adding
there's
speed.
finished a nice job. At top 30 got us a lot of attention. Thanks, Dave.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining us for Brad's portion of the Twitch stream on DMR NASCAR Heat. We really appreciate you being here.
Glad to be here.
Your feedback has been tremendous with the game. Brad is really heavily involved in giving us his opinion, and we're just trying to strive for excellence like you do all the time. So
Appreciate it. Well, this game is for you watching. So hope you enjoy, and I hope you go out and pre-order and have a lot of fun with it. I've had a lot of fun with it. It's going to continue to grow, and this is really what I think of as the future of NASCAR and gaming. So it's going to be a good ride, and we're glad to hear from the start.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Brad. And we're going to be joined by some of our YouTube guests right now. So Brad and I will step out, and the gameplay will continue here. So thank you all very much.
Like that side.
Yeah.
Right. So Sean, we're
Yes.
gonna, I guess, get back into the career, and we're gonna pick up right where he left off. My name is Tomcat from TC9700Gaming. We're on the official stream. We are live, right? We are
I think
live.
we are live. Yes.
Okay.
I think we are.
Cool.
See us right down there.
Awesome. Okay, so I kind of want to get into doing some of the challenges, but before we do that, I want to actually back out and see which challenges have already been done, so we don't actually
Yeah.
sort of try to redo anything.
Oh, only one's unlocked right now.
Oh, okay.
We got to race a few more races.
Actually, I'll go back into the career because I haven't done anything in the career yet. So I just did a lot of the
Looks like they're at the
setup
beginning.
races. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta finish in the top 30 twice in order to get sponsored and start a season. So you have to finish in the top 30 here.
Can do that. At least I feel like I can do that.
I think you can do it.
Yeah. So what do we actually? How long does the practice session usually last? Is that the full hour practice, or?
You have an hour in real life and you have an hour in the game, but you can skip through it. You don't have to
Okay.
practice for an hour if you don't want to. You can actually skip it right now by pressing the Y button. and
Next
go straight
session?
to
Okay,
qualify,
cool.
And then you can try to qualify, or you can skip straight to race and start in the back.
I'm guessing we're in automatic mode, or are we in main? No, we're in automatic mode. Okay.
Yeah, you're in automatic, and I think you're on normal physics because I can see the car setup option up there.
It definitely, yeah, it feels like normal physics for sure.
So you can touch the apron and you won't spin out.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is every time I touch the apron on simulation, it's like you have to be really ready to catch it, otherwise it's going all the way around.
Yeah. Simulation is much more difficult, but that's the way it should be. I think the fans of NASCAR, fans of driving games are going to want it to be realistic. when you're in
Absolutely.
simulation.
They're going to want it to be realistic, and with realism comes a lot of difficulty.
Yeah, a lot of difficulty, but you can actually go faster when you're racing in simulation. It's
You
just
can.
You know how to do it.
Yeah,
So
you
there
can
is
go
advantage
a
there.
lot faster.
Yeah.
I'll definitely say that the simulation really feels like it was You can play it on a controller, but it feels really designed for a wheel. It plays super nice with a wheel.
Yeah, we had just started polishing up our wheel physics. We've had it in for a while, but we've done it at the end of the project, and man, it's like opening a brand new game playing with the wheels compared to a controller. I love the wheels.
Absolutely. Hopefully I can get something that's not last. Never mind.
Well, your car is not that great at the start of career mode, so it's kind of hard to qualify high. You might have been able to eke out like a 35th or something if you had the perfect lap.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Get set.
Like the
The race
racing
is going
cockpit.
green.
Actually, really prefer it. Yeah, really prefer racing in cockpit. I know, like, some people prefer the hood cam, some people prefer bumper cam, and then there's a lot of people that like to race in third person. Third person is almost like, I don't know, I almost feel, and this is not just this game, it's kind of like almost every game, I feel a little disconnected from the car when I'm in third person.
Yeah.
I like to be, like, right in the car, so either in the car or on the car at the point of which I'm racing.
I think I'm one of the few who likes the third-person view. I don't know what it is.
Really?
It's been with me from the start. Unless I'm using a wheel. If I'm using the wheel, I like this or the cam. When I'm using controller, for some reason I feel better seeing the whole car. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. I'm one of the few.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are funny about that. I mean, like people that, you know, you either talk to like in YouTube comments or things like that. There's always that one guy that plays on like full hardcore physics but uses third person view. And my response to that is like, how can you even come close to doing that? I don't understand it, but if you're one of those people, like I get it.
Just get used to it, I guess.
Yeah.
Get used to the way you do it.
Right. Now, how many different, I guess you could say, like parameters do you have that you can adjust in car setup?
5 laps to go.
Oh boy, I don't know if I have an exact number, but I think it's 30 to 40.
That's
different
crazy.
options. Yeah, you have full range to do whatever you want with your car, just as they do in real life. And you know, sometimes if you're really into it, you can spend hours just setting up your car based on the track.
I'm
you wanna
sure.
run.
Yeah, I'm
We
sure.
were trying to run Sonoma in here, and that road course is tricky. And Anthony, who was out here with me, was just trying. We didn't have a setup for it. And he didn't feel comfortable. He'd like to spend an hour or two getting a setup right for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really spend a lot of time, take it out on the track, practice. Like this doesn't feel right. Go back to the garage screen, tune a few more things.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting pushed.
Yeah.
Or I was getting pushed for a little while.
Where are you to? You got to make up 8 spots. Too.
Yeah.
9 spots. You got time.
I'm making up a couple anyway.
Still there.
Well, not too bad.
Not too bad. You got time. You got 3 more laps.
Yeah.
3 plus.
And it's crazy how much can change in those few laps. Like, see, that's what's always crazy to me is like as somebody that's not, you know, that doesn't really have a ton of experience with NASCAR, it's amazing to me how much can change in the span of a couple of laps, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that when you mess up and you cross the grass. But either that or when people like, you know, you get that stereotypical opinion of it being easy, and it isn't.
No.
It isn't at all.
It's hard to that doesn't translate when you're watching a video. You sometimes have to get a controller in your hands, but especially on simulation physics, I mean, it's a chess match with each car. It's a chess match.
Absolutely.
You're going after this car, and you got to plan it out and make sure you get around them cleanly.
Absolutely.
Taps you and you're out. And by the end of a race, especially a long one, I just feel like I need a nap. I mean, it's so much
Yeah.
fun, you know.
Well, I was one of the things that Brad was talking about earlier is how it's so different from road racing in terms of like in road racing you pretty much have kind of one line that everybody really tries to follow and fight for, whereas on an oval you've got so many different lines to choose from and there's not just one line that works.
Yeah.
So
You would think that sometimes, or most of the time, you want to be near the apron, but it's not always the case. I mean, sometimes
Not always.
the high line is the better line, and you can get around faster.
yeah.
It's true in sports. It's true in the game.
Oh, come on. Oh, sorry.
I don't think cautions are on, so you'll be all right.
Yep.
Turn those off.
Yeah, I had them on for one race, and I think I was getting, we were getting yellow flagged quite a bit. But
If you race clean, it's not an issue. And we actually don't.
Yeah.
We try not to throw them too often. Obviously, if there's a big event that affects the whole field, you have to. But it does add a lot of cautions.
Still there.
Just want to race
yeah,
straight through. I didn't quite make it.
not quite. We were close, but not quite.
Not quite. We didn't get there.
I think we can try one more time. Try one more time.
I'll take you to another track too, I believe.
Oh, it will?
Yeah.
Even in career mode?
In career mode, yeah, you'll go to another track here, and you'll have another shot at getting in the top 30.
Okay.
So you have to finish this event.
Finish this event. Okay.
Or you could have restarted it, I guess.
Go to restart. Well, yeah, but I think I'd rather try a different track anyway. So.
You're at Dover.
Ooh,
now.
Dover. This is gonna be interesting.
You could do Dover. Dover's a fun track.
Yeah.
I like Dover. You can try to qualify on it and see if you.
Oh, this is practice. I didn't realize this was
Oh, you
practice.
just pause it and jump back to the pits. Hit the B button here.
Okay.
And then hit the Y button.
Next section. Okay,
You got
cool.
it. You got it.
Qualify.
You
Go,
played
go,
this.
go, 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 go.
Yeah. No, I think one of the like a track that I thought that wasn't going to be very tricky, but ended up being a lot harder than I originally thought was Atlanta. And I remember doing Atlanta on simulation, and it's hard. It's really properly difficult.
Yeah, I really actually, Atlanta's one of our favorites in the studio. We love Atlanta. It is tough. I mean, and again, some people are better at tuning their cars than others, and you got to like work at that if you're using simulation. But if you're not, fair race, normal physics, you just got to find your way to the front somehow.
Yeah. Well, that and I mean, you've really done a good job of bringing the feeling of the tracks into the game. The only track in the game that I've been around is Atlanta. So you really actually brought the feeling of that track out really well. So I can only assume that it's that same story for the rest of the tracks. I mean, they all feel great. They look great. And what I really like is the differentiation in the surfaces. How you can really see that.
Yeah, we will really appreciate that, first of all. And, the guys at Monster, and we have a photographer here who goes out to every track, and they are given, like, carte blanche, just get it anywhere they want, take reference photos of everything. So we try to recreate it to as close as we possibly can. And, of course, the tracks get approval on whatever we put together, so they're not going to approve it unless they're happy with the way it turned out. So everything has been meticulously, recreated.
You can really tell, and I think the fans of the game and the fans of NASCAR in general that pick up the game are going to notice, because it's one of the first things I noticed right off the bat.
We're lucky too to have all the great reference, like Brad, who was just in here. He's in here all the time telling us, like, no, that doesn't look that way in real life, or this actually doesn't feel as wide as it does in real life. And we've got a couple of guys who come in a lot. Joe Logano does the same thing. We've had Matt Tifton here.
Cool.
They're always providing feedback and helping us out, and that's great. And being in the center of Charlotte, the home of NASCAR racing, really helps out a lot too, because there's a NASCAR driver in this building seemingly every other day. So we have a lot of great resources to make this game great.
That's awesome. And it's really cool actually that the development is based like right here in the heart of it all. So
it does help out a lot. We've got the NBC announce team is here too. We got a great relationship with NBC, and we got a great relationship with Toyota and there's all the teams as well.
Well, Toyota with their track tips in the game, those videos are actually super cool, and they kind of helped me out a little bit.
Yeah, it really adds a lot to the challenge mode, because as you get through these challenges, you're going to want to unlock these track videos, because you're going to want this expert advice from these Toyota drivers. They're the ones who've done this over and over again. And you do have to finish the track. I swear you saved it though. You do have to finish the challenges, but once you get the track tip, you can use that advice, which is amazingly accurate in the game as well, to help you out when you're playing online later, maybe, or when you go through career modes. Like, oh yeah, that's how Kyle runs Auto Club, and youngest winner ever at Auto Club. So and
guess what? It works.
It works. Yeah, like I learned some stuff that I didn't know, and it helped me. And I'm in the middle of all this, so I can only imagine what people are going to get out of it.
And I think the track videos really add to the immersion factor too, because you're like you get almost like that personalized, that kind of personal attention from a driver. And I think it adds to the immersion factor.
Anytime you can tie in the actual sport adds to the authenticity of the product.
Absolutely.
Of the game. So when you can just show videos of drivers and show, first of all, that they care, but the fans want to see these drivers. So anytime you can tie the game into a real sport, it's a benefit to everybody.
As long as we can maintain this top 30, we're going to be good.
We got 2.5 laps left.
I just got to make sure I don't run wide again.
I don't want to talk about it. I was just going to talk about something else to keep you suitably distracted.
Yeah, I feel like I race better when I'm not like 100% trying to try, but
yeah, it helps.
It does help.
Pressure off. There's a lot of strain involved in this, just like in real life. I would imagine anyway.
Yeah.
Two to go.
Okay.
And you
Hello.
Oh, what happened there?
Oh, I don't know what happened there.
There was an incident.
That
There
was
an
crazy.
incident.
That would have been. I feel like if we were on simulation with cautions, whatever happened in front of us would have definitely been
yes.
a huge yellow.
The caution light would have flew if that was happening with cautions on.
And that's a cool thing too. Is like with the AI is not just racing against you. They're all racing against each other. They all have that goal in their own mind. You can really tell how much time you guys have spent preparing the AI for this.
That was a big addition. The guys at Monster really spent a lot of time with the AI, and they will race each other even if you're not around. They're trying to win regardless of where you are. They're trying to win.
Absolutely.
And they'll wreck each other to do it if they have to. Within realistic parameters, they will wreck each other, and they'll cause wrecks that happen on the other side of the track. They're just trying to get position.
Yeah, I mean, your race can be completely thrown off by something that happens 10 places ahead.
Yeah, it seriously can. But that's real. You know,
It is
we want
real.
to be-
It
we
is-
want
it
to
is
feel real.
realistic.
We want it to feel real. Like, if you ever watch the last 2 laps at Daytona 500, it gets crazy. I mean, it gets crazy here. It gets
Oh, yeah.
crazy when you're doing that in a green, white, checkered here, too, just like this year. It's insane. But that's the way you want it.
Absolutely the way you want
That's
it.
the way I want it.
Yeah,
We'll see.
for sure, for sure. So,
You made it. You qualified, so now you're going to get a sponsor in career.
sweet. So we can get a little bit of
Boom.
Moog steering and suspension.
Yeah.
Wants to offer us a sponsorship.
Go ahead
Sweet.
and accept it. So now you're going to get a payout every race from Moog.
Awesome.
You know.
And now we got our start of our livery too.
Yep. Now you got a design on your car.
Very cool. Very cool. Switch up? Sure. Yeah, we can switch it up. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for
It was
your time.
awesome.
That was
Love the
awesome.
game.
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely love it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Good luck, Jeff.
Thank you.
Come on down.
Come on down. All right. Hello, everyone. I don't know how many people are watching. I was just looking on my phone a little bit ago. But hello to everybody. If you don't even know who I am, hello to you. Good to see you. We're going to continue the career mode, or we want to do
that's
some
up
other
to you.
stuff?
What would you like to do?
Well, I say we go do some other stuff. I want to put it in simulation mode. I want to show them the difference between simulation and what they've already seen, probably a lot of that stuff. Simulation is no joke. It's pretty tough. Okay, we'll go back out of this. We'll just go to our options down here. And game settings, advanced, physics, we'll put those on simulation. Transmission, I'm going to leave it on automatic only because the restarts are absolutely crucial against the AI, especially if you have a high speed rating there. So we're not going to mess around with that for now. Light damage is great. Practice, qualify, race, beautiful. All right, game settings, but
Oh, that's where you were.
that's where I was. Duh. Back to race. Let's do something that I noticed. I didn't get a lot of time when I was recording videos earlier, but the AI at Talladega was good. I've noticed people doing Talladega or doing Daytona on your previous any of the stuff that you've had out.
Yeah.
And at Daytona, it seemed like they were a lot different than Talladega. Talladega, it seems like it's a lot more solid.
Yeah, actually Talladega, we're always taking passes on how the AI runs, and Talladega got another recent treatment, and if we need to go back to it, we will going forward, but
Right.
Talladega just got an update to its AI system just to ensure that
Fantastic.
it's realistic. So
Yeah, I want to show that because in simulation mode, these cars bounce around, they move around. And I just got done on your rig, your triple monitor setup. And the steering input, it blew me away. I did not expect it to be that good. And
thank you for that.
It was.
We love the wheels.
Yeah, the wheels make the game for me because when I get this game, I'm going to buy the Steam version. I would have my G27 all set up and go out there and race. And I was having a lot of fun doing all of that. So let's do hood view. I know people love hood view. That's why I'm going to do it for them. And I've been watching the chat, and I know you guys wanted to see that too. I can't drive on the outside view that much, but no, we'll do the hood view. Let's compromise. I'm a sim racer. I like being on the interior views.
You're in practice now too, so
Oh, okay.
you didn't know that.
Well, we don't need that then. We can just
You
go
want to get in
ahead.
the race if you want to show the pack race.
Yep,
So
exactly.
you hit the Y button, skip through a couple of sessions.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to start in the back of the pack. We're going to try to make it to the front because that's the fun part of restricted plate racing.
Yep.
Right in the back.
No better way to see the pack than to start in the back.
Right. All right, very cool. All right, so one thing I did notice in testing was when we were pushing cars, sometimes they get like on, say, Atlanta or something. I noticed, okay, I'm getting used to the controls right
Stay
away.
in the draft.
Yeah, I don't want to lose the draft. I noticed that once you got connected on the back of a bumper, it was almost like the AI just started dragging his brake a little bit. Are they doing that to get you to stop doing that?
Not necessarily. It depends on what AI setting you were on too. Your car's
Right.
may be better than theirs. Again, the AI is going to adapt to your style of play and your skill level, and depending on how many times you play this track, it takes a couple of races to get set up. So it may be just possible that your car was overpowered for that race.
Okay, that makes
So make
sense.
sure that you're in front, so you're just running up in front of them.
Yeah, they seem to be a lot better here because this is what's morally for. Okay.
We may have even this. I think we had booted up the AI a bit, but it still needs some time to adapt to your style of play. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, in what I've noticed for me, I'm a huge wheel player, and moving over to the gamepad, it is there's a sensitivity setting you can change, and for tracks like this, I should have turned it down.
Yeah, you have
Rather
to
than
check that.
Bristol or something.
Turn it up when you go to Sonoma or something.
Yeah,
It's
so I'm getting used to the thumb stick right now.
track racing and simulation. I mean, it's
A little bit different,
it's
yeah.
intense. Yeah,
So
you
I'm
can
gonna
get
push
to
on
that.
Eric Jones here. No, Eric Jones is not a Sprint Cup driver.
No, he's
Not
not.
yet.
He's going to be next year. Yeah, but
You guys are ahead of the
we have a
game.
good relationship with him. And
Yeah, no, that's good.
he saw the future. And he
It's
knew
better
that-
than hacking your entire field number. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. We're not going to do that.
Just three wide racing here, and which is
No. Hold it.
trying to hold on off there.
You don't have to help your spotter here because we can't hear anything.
Yes, exactly. That's another thing. You don't have your spotter. And this is extremely unrealistic where you just be blasting by all these guys by yourself, but that is the adaptive AI. So once I get up closer to the front of the race, they'll be doing a lot better. They're going to be like, oh, okay, you just blew past 15 cars? I don't think so.
I don't know what the AI setting is in here. I don't know if they adjusted it when Brad was in here, but
Okay.
it looks like it was made easier.
Yes.
But if you make it too hard, you won't pass anybody if you're not ready for it. So, but
No,
again,
that's
you
very
race
true.
this again, you race it again, they'll get better. Like, oh, he's that good. So this is not a
Right.
good race. We always want to give you a good race.
And for those of you wondering if your cars do get loose around other traffic, they do. In simulation mode, even on a super speedway, even if you have a wheel, you can get loose when you're making abrupt movements, which was really cool. So one thing I really wanted to hammer on after playing this for a few days now is stuff that I really didn't expect, and that was the AI. The AI in previous titles, and I don't want to ever be like, hey, it's by this game or this game. Like this, yeah, I know. It's just my terrible driving on a joystick. Lock it
And
up.
boom.
Done. And there's the arrow. Okay, so
And you can restart and get right back
yeah.
into it.
Well, we're gonna jump out and get a different track anyway.
That works.
I wanted to say that the AI was not what I was expecting. Because I can only be like, I've played 14, 15 Victory Lane Edition. I've dealt with the AI of all of those. And the AI here is a whole new animal. And at first I was like, when I first started playing the game, I was wondering, is there anything from older games and all that? And you guys were just really adamant about we've built this game up from the ground up. And it really shows because the AI is there. It's definitely there. I had a lot of fun. The first time I was even got here yesterday and played, it was 40. I need to go back so we can actually do something here. It was like 40 lap race, and at the end we were doing green flag pit stops. And I got out there, and Matt Kenseth was coming, and then I had to block him down the back stretch and everything. Yeah. And he ended up winning the race, and I finished second. But it was absolutely awesome. All right, you know what? Let's go with I'll go with Kurt because I like Kurt. Okay, let's see. Oh, I was hitting the D-pad. That's what was different. I'm gonna go with Phoenix. I'm gonna change it up a little bit here. Make it difficult
it's a
for
beautiful
us.
Track, Phoenix.
Yeah, I do love Phoenix.
Track, yeah.
But very pleased to see that, and being a sim racer, the simulation on a wheel, just that's what I was really excited about.
We're obviously super excited about the AI.
Qualify.
Because we can't wait to get this controller in other people's hands. It's hard to.
It's
get that
hard.
across just watching a video, or a
I
stream.
don't know what I did there, but that was terrible. Whoa. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna admit I'm just absolutely terrible when it comes to controller racing. Trying to get better at it, trying to get easier on the movements. I should have probably dumbed down the sensitivity too on the stick. That probably would have helped a little bit. Now we're just gonna hit the wall
You get used to
today.
the wheels too, going back to controllers is kind of tough.
It is very tough to do that. All right, let's see if I can not be absolute trash here. Hit my braking zone. And I've noticed that with the Xbox One controller that we're using right now, when you get into the corner and you start adding that brake, if you really mash that brake, the car jots to the right. It has that feeling under the simulation mode. So you got to be real easy when you get into the brakes, so you don't do that. Another thing I noticed was you guys said the FOV was going to be fixed. It's not. Is that something you guys are going to work on in the future?
We'll always take feedback. We did actually make a pass on it, so I don't know if you're talking about like the tunnel vision or like the FOV.
This. So like we could change the FOV, how close we are to the front.
Oh yeah, that's not something that we'll have the option to do on day one, but it's
okay.
Again,
but
we're
it's
always
something
looking to the
you guys-
future to keep. A lot of it came down to what we could prioritize and get in, and we wanted to get the big things.
Right.
And
one thing I'm also noticing, man, I'm just doing terrible. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so bad with the controller, no matter what I
I wish
do.
we could have got a wheel.
It's all right. The other thing is that I'm noticing that the wheel, the hands of the driver is kind of locked at like that degree. That's max.
That'll actually change based on your controller settings.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll change.
Because I thought so, because I remember doing some other testing that I saw his hands turning more on road courses.
Yeah, you'll see it turn more based on the controller settings and the track.
Okay, very cool. All right, let's try to not do so bad. We're in practice, aren't we?
Year and qualify sessions.
Oh, this is the full qualifying.
It's the full
I'm used to the
qualifying
quick
sessions, yeah.
qualify.
Yeah, so you'll see the other cars out on the track.
Nice. So it's
Session
full
one.
on group qualifying.
Just like the real sport.
That is really, really, really cool.
Yeah, it takes more time, so we have quick qualifying there as well. Just want to turn a lap and get a time to get out there.
Right. As you see right there, I got hard on the brakes and the car just jot to the right. Like the physics are just absolutely awesome. And I wanted to show you guys that instead of the twitchy movement back and forth. And that's just, hey, I totally understand. You're going to have people like Nicole, she was playing earlier and she hadn't ever picked this title up before, but she was able to actually get around the track using, a regular mode. I should probably turn that on. All right, let's get to the race. I don't want to bore everybody. Probably boring everybody as it is. All right, exit qualify, and we'll get into the race. Next session. Let's just be terrible together.
Get set. The race is going green. There's the green flag.
And that's the thing is, like, I know that we were supposed to be asking you questions. Maybe you can take some questions or something, but I don't have a lot to ask that I've already said like 1,000 times. Oh, okay,
I love
there we
hearing
go.
your opinion and others' opinions on this, so you go right ahead.
Okay. Inside of Eric Jones here.
Still there.
Tyler Reddick. Okay. Watch our side. See, that's the thing. If you give that steering just a little too much, it's a mess for me.
There's a wreck in
All
turn
right,
three.
using that adaptive AI a little bit better here. I just need to concentrate on talking. That's another thing. Whenever you talk and you drive at the same time, it's so bad.
That's why I had a driver in here when I was in here earlier. I can't do it. I can't do it.
You can't do both of it.
I can't rub my head.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Still there.
Trying to be real sensitive on my left thumb. And a lot of guys that play these titles are probably watching us being like, oh my God, you guys are terrible in this, and you're turning the stick too much and all this. And a lot of people are really good with the Xbox One controller. I'm just terrible with controllers in general. I'm adapting. It took like all day to get used to it. Well, I love that sun glint there with the glass. That looks really nice. 3 wide at Phoenix, why not?
Still there. All clear.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at.
All clear.
Sandbagging with the controller.
I don't know about that. Ooh, whoa. Yeah, a little too hot. I need to get down to the groove, but the thing is I'm racing against this adaptive AI, which is really cool because eventually the game will become your own. Like, after you do so many races, the AI is going to go, okay, we're not going to be so terrible in this on a start or restart. We know that you're fast. We know what you do, and we're going to be better than you. The best. Well, they're going to try to be better than you.
It would be awful if we just locked you into it.
Yeah.
Time and you just always beat the AI by like 30 seconds.
Mhm.
You just couldn't do that.
I did notice that you do have a slider adjustment, though. You can go down and change it manually. You can turn off of the auto stuff.
Yeah, as hard as we try to get the adaptive AI right, we think it's great. It's still there's always that
Yeah.
chance, and someone just doesn't feel it's quite hard enough for it to a little too hard. So we
Right.
give you those options as well.
Yeah, no, I'm very, very grateful for that because that was a huge one. I remember in previous titles we dealt with 50% or 70%, and the results were just absolutely staggering how different it was. And this lets you change it by, is it by every increment of 200?
It is, yeah, up
Not
to
by fives?
105.
105. Yeah, so I mean, 105, they're going to be fast. So just so you know.
Still there?
Yeah, I'm getting better at getting used to this controller. My lord.
All clear.
I do love Phoenix. Phoenix is fun. Let's hit the dog leg just because we can. And not wreck Paul Menard in the process.
Still there?
We got the
You're all
race settings
clear.
up to get 41 laps on this track too. So.
Okay. Yeah, I probably won't finish this race, but we'll drive it, and you'll get to actually see. The thing is, ooh, I'm talking. Whenever you have a longer race, you're going to see the AI actually start to adapt. It's hard to see that in a few laps of a race.
All clear.
Over the course of time, you'll see they start to spread out, and in a lot of previous titles, the whole pack was just way too close over long runs. And I noticed that you guys have really done a great job of making the packs completely start to stretch out on longer runs when you don't have a caution.
Take some patience. You race Talladega if you want to get to the front.
Yes,
Better.
absolutely.
You're not gonna be able to get around, but you wait long enough, it might stretch out a bit.
But for people that have never played this game, don't know what it feels like and all that stuff, it's not like previous titles. I can tell you that right now. It's its own animal, it's its own thing, and if you want to have a wheel and put it on simulation mode and go at it, you're going to have a lot of fun with it. That was the biggest thing for me. I was like, can I get on a wheel and try and see what that's like? And it is a lot of fun. But if you want to, just leave it off of the realistic physics and just have fun and drive against these AI, you're going to enjoy that too. And I like how you guys have opened that up for people that are brand new to this. Maybe they don't even know what NASCAR is. I build a lot of people on my YouTube channel that aren't NASCAR fans, and after watching like iRacing and stuff that I do, they're like, wow, there's more to it than turning left.
We definitely want to appeal to everybody who wants
Right.
to play this game, but we also would love to get some new kids into the sport, And
Yeah.
so we want to have all the levels of difficulty available for everybody.
Yeah, and you haven't catered to one or the other, and I really do appreciate that. That was the biggest thing for me. I knew we were gonna hit the wall there. Yeah, but when you're on that dog leg at those speeds, that's pretty
I think
crazy.
your tires might be running out a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what the wear settings are. You can hit the circle button.
Ah, there we go.
Tires too.
Oh, okay. So you get some stat pages like that.
Your front right's okay. You're at 82%.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. I like how it's in the percent. I'm used to that. And those are tire temps underneath there?
Yep.
Very cool. Now, is there any blowout simulation? If you really, really push your tires?
You
Or
mean
is it
yes,
just-
yes. Well, if you push your tires, you'll get tire blocks.
Oh, okay, you will. Wow, that's really
You'll
cool.
run out of gas. You can blow your engine.
I did that yesterday. I ran out of
Try to
fuel.
cruise around to the pits. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You will get a warning from your crew chief as you start getting low. So watch your tires. Watch your tires.
Right.
But you'll feel it because as your tires go down on simulation,
It starts getting worse and worse and worse.
But I got pit strategy is a huge part of this game. So it is in the sport.
Yeah, I know,
So,
it is.
2 tires, 4 tire pit stops. If you're running slower than your opponent,
I'm just doing so bad.
You're doing great. 16.
I'm not going to say I'm doing great. I'm
It's
doing
16.
absolutely
Still
terrible.
there?
Well, I mean, yeah, position-wise, but not my driving. I really want to try to get down to the bottom of that track. I'm thinking maybe I need to back it up a little bit more. But you go from wheel and pedals, and then you get on a gamepad, and you have to be so delicate with it in simulation mode.
Oh, that forced me back on wheels too.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. I wasn't giving enough brake. That was the problem we were having there. Let's get a run on Ricky Stenhouse. Are we really 3 wide? I think so. Might as well push the issue with Danica, and Regan Smith is gonna take it away. Almost really bombed it in there on Danica, but on Casey Kaner. Let's go all the way down to the bottom here. We can get Regan Smith right here, I have a feeling. I'm gonna brake just to be a little cautious, but it was a little too much. Oh, you
You're all
can,
clear.
ooh, you can make that outside work here at Phoenix sometimes. Oh, there it was.
I don't think caution wins. So.
Nope, that's our race. Wanted to change the view. Show the damage is on light too, right?
Yes.
It's not on full. But I did notice when I had some accidents during the testing stuff. I'm just hitting everybody at this point. When I hit the testing stuff, it was crumpled and.
If you get full damage set to on, then you'll see the car fully crumpled up.
I actually managed to get a car airborne at Michigan
Did
today.
you? You going the opposite direction, or were you like?
No, I wasn't.
It was clean?
It was just a crash coming off of turn 2, and I don't know what happened. I went sideways. The roof flaps were deployed and everything else, but I went for a ride. It was interesting, to say the least.
All clear.
It sometimes happens, but not often.
All right, let's show some people some road racing here. Let's exit this
You
race.
do
real
Watkins.
fast.
A lot of people were talking about Watkins.
Yeah, I'll do Watkins Glen for sure. Maybe I won't be so bad at it. I am so bad with BA, all that. It's been so long. I used to be a console gamer. I really
You
did.
gotta get used to it, yeah. We can do it super fast, obviously. We're really used to
Yes.
it.
We'll go to Watkins Glen. I'm gonna turn simulation off just so we have a chance in hell here, because
If you don't have time to tune a setup for a road course, it could be tough.
yes.
So it's probably best that you go and turn it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it back on normal. And one thing I was going to do is turn down the sensitivity. Would you like to save your changes? Yes, I definitely would.
Then you want to back out of here.
Yep, controls. And here's in the controls I was talking about. Steering sensitivity. Oh, it's already turned down. Okay, maybe.
If you felt too sensitive, you can go a couple left clicks or click to the left.
Yeah, I'll do one more click to the left there. All right. Yeah, I would like to
You can
save
test
that.
it down below too. Which
Oh, you can test it.
yeah, if you go into controls and then hit the X button at the bottom, you can now go left and right and get a feel
Oh, okay.
for it. So if you feel that's
If it's too slow or
yeah,
too
you
much.
can go up, tune in and
Ah,
then go back and test it again.
that's really cool. Okay, that makes sense. Let's get out on Watkins Glen real fast. Yeah, just a few more minutes. We'll wrap it up with Watkins Glen. I want to show people some road racing fun. All right, very cool. Kyle Busch at Watkins Glen. And you can see the cars are all the way slammed down to the ground now.
Yeah,
That was a big thing. Everybody was just going crazy about that. And you guys, in this build that we're playing today, cars and even the AI have their setups on their car for ride height practice. Now let's go to the next session. We'll just do the race. Just get right on into it.
Get set.
Let's do
The race
hood
is
view
going
for
green.
everyone.
Green flag.
Because I cannot do third person. Okay. And here we go. So this is showing adaptive AI at its finest. This restart, we're gonna get so much out of it. And we're gonna be careful on our first turn to the right. Now we're gonna be making a right turn for all the people that don't know NASCAR races, road courses too.
You're all clear.
I'm Brad here, and I'm not gonna push it, no way. 4 wide going in the S's. 3 wide in the S's is bad enough. Yep, and that's what happened right there. That was my fault. Just trying to be delicate. Now the smoke, sometimes, are you guys going to work on the smoke anymore, or is that going to be pretty much final at this stage?
This is what it's going to look like on day one.
On day one?
Yeah, but we'll always look into feedback. I mean, again, our thought with the smoke was kind of like that Days of Thunder moment where you just
Right, you can't see anything. I
if
mean,
it ends up being too much, we'll look into that.
right. To me, it seems like it's emitting like a huge cloud really quick.
It's pretty thick.
You're all clear.
Because even whenever you get light touches and stuff, you'll see it pretty prominent.
Yeah, maybe something we'll have to look at.
Yeah, I was talking with Matt, and he was saying that
Still there.
you guys are very aware. You want to get this out there and show people that this is not the same thing you've had years and years, and you're going to improve on it and work on patches from there on out.
We can keep making adjustments till the end of time because we're all fans here.
Right.
Right. But we want to get it in your hands and then work on those things.
Yeah, and you guys are big racing fans, and I mean you're here in Charlotte, North Carolina, home of NASCAR. It's no better place.
Charlotte Motor Speedway's right up the road.
Still there. All clear.
Use every bit of the track we can here at Watkins Glen. And we're going to go side by side with Labonte into the S's. And I'm rolling out of the throttle here and there, as you should in the S's. And I really do like the shift points. The shift points are pretty close in a lot of the tracks. Because we would be getting into 4th gear about right there. If I was a simulation mode and I hit that grass, that'd be it, guys. You'd be dead. Like the grass is no joke with that. Try to double apex this corner because that's how you're supposed to do it. Yep. Ooh, we went side by side with Chase Elliott and he lost it
You're all clear.
because I smashed right into him. Carousel time. This is the fun part. And right there, I locked the brake up and I noticed the car started to step out on me, but not being in the simulation physics, it helps. The assist kind of helps you there. So you wouldn't be like, oh, now I got to restart the whole race again. So when you're getting used to it, it works. And we probably need that on. I didn't have my rearview mirror on. Trying to hit the correct line here too. That's better. Yeah, just making that adjustment there on this the sensitivity made a world of difference for me. Maybe some other people like it a little bit more than that, but for me, I gotta have it dumbed down for my dumb hands. Let's catch up to Kansas. And also, there are no placeholders currently in this build that everybody's seeing today, right?
Correct. Yes.
So what you see is what you get. This will be on day one.
Yes.
But I see that happen. A lot of people are like, oh no, they're going to be this and this and this.
So this is, I mean, we've got a few things to like wrap up on,
Mhm.
but no, this is it.
Pretty much the core game.
Yep.
This looks a lot different than what we saw when you guys showcased at Daytona.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to start building up the machine, the marketing machine, to get the word out before the game's completely done. So it's a balance, but we knew we had an opportunity now to like show the final build.
Right. As you can see here, as we start getting closer to the front, the AI is really going, okay, this guy's picking up 5 spots in like a few seconds. We need to start stepping up our game and go a little faster, which they are doing. Noticing that right off the bat.
Very racy. The AI is very racy.
Yes, they are. And now, did they change the way their style of racing from what the last few laps? Let's say.
They're always kind of aggressive. I don't think they necessarily get any more aggressive than they would at the start of the race. No, I don't know. I'd have to double check on that one because I've had some issues coming down to the last couple laps of Daytona 500. You might check it where everybody's going crazy. So.
Is it randomized? I mean, because obviously in real NASCAR you have Joe Gibbs or somebody up in the front. Not always, but
no. So we weight it. So drivers that you'd expect to be good at certain tracks have more opportunity to be at the front of the race at a track like this. So
because I noticed Martin Truex Jr. in the back at a couple of them. I was like, man, he's having a bad season or something.
Anything can happen because we don't dictate.
Right, it's all up to the AI.
It's a weighted average of where they're going to end up. And
I got you.
Like if Kyle Busch is really good at Auto Club, then you'll probably see him up front.
Okay, I got you.
More than not.
Now in career mode, does that transfer through? Like so if somebody's been doing well in the season, they're gonna be prominently doing well in the season for you to race against if you're in the chase or whatnot?
You mean like AI cars?
Yeah, the AI.
Yeah, that does carry through the career.
That is awesome. That's good to hear. I think a lot of people would be pleased with that because just racing the AI here is so much fun, especially when you start getting those speed ratings up on your track, which is also cool because it gives you a challenge to work for. Like, oh, I want to get better so I can unlock faster AI essentially. And do the challenges, do they work towards your speed rating on the track?
The challenges do work towards your speed rating, yeah.
So it's always tracking that.
You can run challenges in normal and simulation as well too.
Okay.
They're really tough to do on simulation if you ask me, but you can do it.
Yeah.
But they do.
Oh, I tried that.
Track ratings. Yeah, they're tough.
I definitely tried that.
We should have some trophy for finishing them on simulation. That'll be a challenge. I'd like to see anybody out there who do it.
Right. Really trying to catch this guy up here. I mean, 12 laps. But the Glen is a lot. But as you can see, that's the thing is you're not going to get the experience of the AI in this game if you're only going to be running 5 laps at a time or something. You're going to, unless you do it repeatedly. But you always have the option to go in and change that yourself.
Well, you as a driver, like you said this, you're going to improve too over time.
Yeah, you will. You'll get better and better.
First race will adapt, but then that's not as good as you're going to be if you keep playing the game. So you have to keep looking at how well you do.
That was your best lap ever.
Outbrake Hamlin here into turn 1. We almost had him there. I'm trying to be fair. I don't want to run him off the track. Riffle up with the S's. Yep. We're at this is the she's at 355. Yep.
You're all clear.
Getting into the bus stop is fun.
Yes, it is. And the car starts to. You noticed when you're in that braking zone, the car starts to move back and forth. Now there's no in-car adjustments. You can't change your track bar. You can't change the brake bias or anything during a race.
During a race. No.
Is that something you guys are looking into in the future or
we've seen
talked
the
about?
feedback. We've definitely seen the feedback, and we'll look to do something about that in the future.
But you can do all of that in the setup.
Yeah, you can do it in practice, and you can do it in qualifying.
Okay.
Offline.
Offline, of course. And with multiplayer rolling out, that's 40 people.
40 humans, first time in a NASCAR game.
Yeah, that's never been done, which is really cool. But so what? I didn't get a lot of time to ask people that. What was the idea behind no cautions on multiplayer?
Well, it wasn't an idea as much as it just was a big challenge to get 40 players working.
Right.
And to get that done right, was something that we had the time left over to get cautions.
Right. I know programming the AI for cautions and all that stuff in previous titles is proven to be a difficult thing to harness these guys and be like, slow down.
It's a very complicated task, and we would have had to have built it from the ground up because everything in this game has been built from the ground up. We couldn't take anything from the previous games, and we'd rather like wait and get it right and get 40 out there and let people play it than to get something that just doesn't work right.
Right.
Because we really focused on quality when it comes to that. So everything that's in this game is of high quality. And at some point, you know, as we start listening to feedback, and we do listen to feedback, we're on our phone.
Yeah, you guys do.
We do check it daily. If you said something about the game, we've most likely read it.
Yeah, anything that I've brought up from the community that's out there anticipating this game, you guys know about it.
We know about it.
It's not like you're just going like, okay, yeah, we'd like to change that, but you guys actually do care about that.
I mean, of course, we wish we had 6 more months and we get, you know, 4 or 5 more big features in. We really do, but
this, I mean, this is to me, this is a night and day showcase of what we saw earlier this year.
I just can't wait till people get it in their hands. You know,
Yeah.
it's just hard to.
It is hard to explain.
The gameplay is amazing. I mean, it's just amazing.
So there's like the shortcomings, because every game has pros and cons, and the shortcomings that you may see visually, like, oh, I don't like the smoke or this, it really kind of goes away when you're racing the AI and you're really getting into the game and working your way through a career.
The graphics are important to us. We think the graphics are great, but there's always room for improvement. But the important thing is to get gameplay right. You know, this
Absolutely.
first iteration, if you're not having fun racing, then there's no point. Who cares if you have good graphics or bad graphics or whatever? You can't have fun racing.
Yeah, no, that's very true. And there's a lot of people out there that do agree with that. I'm just happy to have 60 frames per second for the PC build. I know with consoles it's tough with a lot of different games out there to move with that. Even on next-gen systems, it's hard for them to get those frame rates up there.
Not every game does it. Some big teams haven't done it. It's a challenge. It's something, again, that we're looking at doing going forward, but we'll have more information on that some other time, hopefully,
Yes.
in the near future. But it's still a great playing game, even at 30 on Xbox
Yes.
One and PlayStation 4.
Yeah, no, I still had fun with it. And I used the Thrustmaster wheel that you guys had in there with that. Yeah,
It's a great wheel.
it is a good wheel. So the force feedback's there, especially in simulation mode. You feel the car underneath your hands pretty much. Like if you start getting into the brakes hard, you'll feel the wheel kind of start to give in the middle there, and you have to catch it.
And you feel the bumps in the track with those wheels. You walk out of there with sore forearms if you crank that force feedback.
Oh yeah, I noticed that right off the bat. I'm trying to brake a little bit later into the bus stop because we're towards the end of this race. Trying to catch up to this guy, but as you can see, with that adaptive AI, they're harder to catch. We're in 7th, and they're like, all right, this guy's pulling some decent laps. Let's pick up the pace so he has somebody to race at the end. I'm using every bit of the track I can right now, trying to catch these guys.
17.
Yep, and if we have caught these guys here in 6th, like right here, Tyler Reddick is getting lapped, and he's holding up Harvick. Or sorry, that's not Harvick, that's Earnhardt Jr. He's holding him up. I am really just driving the heck out of this.
And then in simulation, you have to be very careful with these pass away.
Yes, you do.
If you do something.
Because if you touch another car, you're going to get sideways. I promise you that.
If you do something wrong, you might.
And if you don't think that they have to deal with that in the real world, you're nuts. Because if you touch another car and you're bouncing off at those speeds, the wind and everything else, it's going to be a mess. All right. I know Allmendinger's got to be absolutely furious with this. Oh, and Junior's getting pinched by Jones.
Still there?
Yep, that lap traffic. It hurts him. So Allmendinger's up at the 5th. That's really cool because just recently at Watkins Glen, he was performing about right there as well. So AJ Allmendinger is good at road course races. It's interesting to see him up here towards the front.
It's kind of that weighted thing that we talked about.
Yeah.
He's weighted to have a better chance of finishing on top of it.
That is really cool how you did that. Oh, he's using McDowell as a pick for me. I'm gonna go 3 wide because we're just getting to the end of this race. It worked.
Clear left.
Moving back towards the front. 4 more cars if we can do it. I don't know. At this point, I think that the AI is going to be like, we're going to have a run for your money. We are running into lap traffic. That is for sure. Kyle Busch in 4th. That sounds about right.
Nothing to mess you up if you double tap the X button and get interviews.
Here you go.
Really?
The bottom button.
Bottom button, double tap A.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're all right.
Yeah, hey, double tap A. There you go.
There's the leaderboard. That is really cool.
So some guys don't like driving the mirror. You can turn the mirror off just using it.
Yeah, you can turn those off. That's similar to what relative is in iRacing for us. So we know who's around us and how many seconds back they are. That is neat.
Also, all clear. These cars in front of you turn it off.
Truex is having a bad day. He's back there in 33rd.
Yeah, 3 seconds.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be tough to catch. It's tough to catch him for sure. Just trying to get around Blaney in the carousel. Come on, man. I'm going to have to give him a little bump because it's like, hey, we got to go.
Just left tap.
So now we can change it, hit A again, and put that away, and you can see what lap we're on. We're going to be on, coming to the white flag here. I'm just driving the heck out of this car right now.
You need to if you're going to get in your slots.
Push. Use every bit of the track. I need to get down lower to that yellow line. That's the actual line there for that turn. But you got to be on your game for these turns. Ooh, I know it's going to lock it up there. That was my fault because I slammed the brakes a little too late. I was kind of rolling out of throttle easy up the S's. Here we go. And then we throw it into the 4th gear. It is strange to race a road course without sound. That's what we're doing right now for you guys.
It is strange. No spotter help.
No spotter help, nothing. We're just going for it. But that's why it's a showcase.
Got him.
Yeah, we caught Harvick and these guys. This is going to be down to the wire in the carousel.
Oh,
Logano, the bottom, and that's I'm gonna push him out of the way. Who is the leader right now? Let's look.
All clear.
Carl Edwards. He's the orange one up there.
there, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough to catch him.
Oh, he's getting bottled
All
up,
the
though.
lap traffic.
All right.
This is gonna be so crazy right here. I'm going for all broke.
Oh,
We
yeah,
have to.
yeah,
We
yeah.
have to. We have to.
You're gonna wreck him.
I'm gonna have to.
No.
To the door, back around him. We're gonna take the win. Woo!
There you go. That was a good race. Very well done.
Speed rating at 98, so it keeps bringing it up and bringing it up, and this AI learns from you.
Based on how you perform, we keep going up and up and up.
That was good. That was awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much. This has been an absolute blast to come up here and see how you guys are developing the game in person, and just getting to know, other than what I've seen in PR and stuff. Like, you guys truly do care about this title, and you want to see us succeed, and you want to add more to it. And I think that's absolutely amazing.
We really appreciate you stopping by.
And you're absolutely right, though. You have to have it in your hands. You have to try it and go, whoa, they didn't do this on the stream. I want to do this. And that's the stuff I did behind closed doors today.
Can't wait to get it in people's hands. Can't say that enough.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much again. Thank you all for coming out and hanging out with us on the live streams. It's been awesome. I will see you all very soon, and let you guys take it away.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.